Hey, everybody, sit back, relax, grab yourself some snacks because we got a short broadcast, but a long way to get there coming up right about now. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, 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 wait. Wait for it now. Hey, everybody, welcome to Sunday morning broadcast. I'm your host with the most that likes sweet germ on my toast, Hebro77 here. I thought I'd come on and do a short broadcast. I took down last night's broadcast momentarily so I could do some editing. There was parts in the broadcast where I was not present and getting ready. I went on Brian McFarland's show last night to do a very special broadcast with them. And we're trying to raise money. We're still doing that at this time for Amazon Lion's brother who passed away and left some children behind. And we're trying to raise money for those children. And I will put the link in the description, or not the description, in the chat of this broadcast in case any of you would like to or are able to donate. You can do so. And also, I will have that broadcast up. I'm going to set it as a premiere. And hopefully you all join us for that later on as well. And I will also put a link in the chat for Brian McFarland's broadcast. So you can see that. That'll be up there as well. Probably should have put that in the description. Let's see here. Got some comments. We got Philo Fire. We got John Nada. John Nada, thank you very much for your prayers, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, wheat germ. I don't know. Hey, we got to come up with different things to say, put on my toast. I think last week it was weed or something like that. Snowing here again all day yesterday. Boy, that's a shame. That is a terrible, terrible shame. unless you like snow. If you like snow and you live in a place that snows all the time and you like it, then kudos to you. But I am like, I'll tell you what, man. When it comes to snow, I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof. I just slide around everywhere. Uh, I can't handle it. I can't handle. I would not be able to live in Lilyhammer, for an example. Uh, that'd be the worst place where I'd like to live. Like if I had to testify uh, against the mafia, which I would never rat on my mafia brothers, but if I had to do it, like they were going to kill me or something like that, I would not want to live anywhere cold. I'd be like, dude, send me to the Bahamas. Please, I'm begging you. Don't send me any place cold. So, yeah. Last night's broadcast, it had a lot of uh, interruptions because it's hard to be two places at once. I thought I could pull it off, but when you're in one StreamYard, you can't be in one StreamYard without being in another StreamYard on your same device. So when we went to Brian's channel last night, I had to switch over to my phone. I was constantly going in and out. I'm sure you heard the door open and close a couple times if you stuck around on my end of the broadcast. I was freezing my cojones off because it was like, I don't know, it had to be about 38 degrees last night. But let's see here. Let's see how far along that's come. Oh, yeah, that's going to take all day. But as you know, we're not going to have our normal Shifty Sunday broadcast. Amazon Lion, God bless her. She's resting at the moment. But for those of you who didn't catch Brian McFarland's broadcast, I'm sure all of you who are in here right now did. But let me go ahead and go hunt down that link. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do it, because it, unlike all the other links that you can just go in and click on and share, this one's kind of weird. You have to actually get the URL and put it in. But I will show. I know I have the picture up there as a thumbnail, so I know there is that. Poor circulation. I think Amazon Lion has the same problem. And she takes aspirin for her heart, so she gets really really cold, even if it's like 50 degrees. It's 72 degrees right now in the house, and I guarantee you she's all covered up in blankets because she gets really cold because of the aspirin. Anyway, let's see here. Let me go hunt down that link right quick. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to continue talking. I'll just hunt down that link. Go to Messenger here. There's a few videos I could show. Can't have a broadcast with just me talking. Although I have pulled off nearly a 2-hour broadcast with just me talking. We've done that before. Wasn't that fun? We got Brian McFarland, and we had Sandy Diva, Jeff, and what was the other person's name? I didn't catch. I haven't really seen her around the Mandela community a whole lot. Esther, I believe her name is. Uh, but anyway, so far, wow, this is cool. So far, we've raised $65. I appreciate that. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. Oh, wow. Somebody donated $50. Now, I don't know if they want their name mentioned, um, but I would like to thank them. Um, but I'm not going to mention any names and who donated what because that's just like, how, that'll probably upset some people if I did that. So I won't even show it. I guess you could see it when you go in to donate. I don't know how that works, or only I can see it. But I don't know. I do want to thank everyone for giving what they can. It's really appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. But I guess if you get on there, I guess you could see the names. Maybe I should have set it up to be anonymous. I don't know. I don't know how these things work, but I will read um, what they have here. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Uh, okay, please help as you can, and if nothing, please. Yes, if you can't donate, nothing else. Pray for the orphans. Joss 127. I think this is pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this to visit the fatherless and widows and their affliction and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let me see how I could share the link. That's why I came in here for, and I got distracted. Of course, a good distraction. Um, I don't think, you know, I don't know if the names, like I said, I don't know if the names show up for me on my end, but I think everyone can see them. I don't know, but I'm not going to thank individuals like that. I think that's, you got to thank everyone the same way. You got to thank everyone equally. You don't really want to, you know, um, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But anyway, you could see, I guess when you go on the page, you could see who donated what and um, stuff like that. So, like I said, I won't call out any names or, what they donated. I will just thank them kindly for their kind, generous donations and leave it at that. Um, let's see here. I think I got the link, the complete link. I think this will take you to the site. Let's see. Yeah, Esther. That's what isn't that what I said? So, okay. There's the complete link. I'm not sure if you can, if that'll take you there. I hope I gave you the correct link and not the link to where it shows my end. I don't know. And a Cardinal. Speaking of Cardinal, I don't know if anyone pays attention to baseball or anything like that, but yes, baseball season is going to be back in full swing. They are in spring training right now. And St. Louis Cardinals is one of my favorite teams. Well, they are my favorite. They are my team. My team. And they were playing a game last night. Spring training game. So type whose name? What you talking about? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Esther, okay, I got you. So, am I wrong in not naming names? I don't know. Um, if people want to be shouted out, I will, of course. Uh, but I think it's right just to leave them anonymous. If you want to know, you can go to the. Yeah, I guess it's up there on the page. When you go to the page, you can see it. You can see who donated. Um, but at any rate, I thank them. I thank them from the deep recesses of my heart, the bottom of my heart. I don't know how to say that word. Reese's peanut butter cups. I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Thank you, Philo Fire. Yeah, I think so. I think leaving it anonymous is, yeah, I think so. Anyway, so I've got the link up there, and anybody who can donate, much appreciated. If you can't, just share it with as many people as you can, and much appreciated. Yes, crisp Kringles. You know what's funny is, like, I think that's a Mandela effect. I know I probably talked about it before, but I remember them being crispy Kringles, and they're not anymore. And I'm sure you've heard me on the show refer to them as such, like so many times that I've done the fake promo. Um, it just says crisp Kringle. Isn't that weird though? There's like three of them in the box. Why would they not be Kringles? This is a freaking Mandela effect. I'm holding in my hand. I could have swore it said crispy. Like, what? Why would it just be crisp? I think it should be called Crispy Kringles. And you know what? I'm not sponsoring. I'm not. I'm not going to try to seek sponsorship from this company anymore, because you guys, you're shady. You're shady. You Mandela affected your company name, and yeah, I'm done with those guys. If they don't want to sponsor us, then phooey on them. Uh, no, there's other people I'd like to thank too that are behind the scenes that I didn't put in the description. Scarab Performance. We've kept a line of communication throughout all this, and he's been a good emotional supporter. Armor Up, he's been a good emotional supporter, as well as Sagittarically speaking, he's been a very good supporter of all this. Even though we only talked, I think, once since this has happened. But that's all it takes, folks. If you have a family member or a friend who's going through something in their life, all it takes is pick up the phone, give them a call, talk to them. They might be feeling lonely. They might be feeling, let down, depressed, or whatever. If you know that these things are happening, these are warning signs. And it's nothing to play with, man. Try to cheer them up, crack them up, tell a joke. It may not make them laugh or anything like that, but you know, it's better than the alternative. You know, and I really can't say on YouTube the word that YouTube won't let us say, but I can say it's better than an alternative to taking your own life. Please. So please, and if you are thinking about it yourself, please reach out. Reach out to someone. Maybe they're feeling the same thing you are. Maybe you guys can talk about it. Maybe you could find some common ground somewhere where something in your life happened to you that's sad or tragic. Reach out, talk to people, communicate. This is the biggest problem we have when it comes to family and friends is we don't talk to each other nearly enough. We don't let the lines of communication open. Oftentimes we're too busy dealing with our own lives, and then we don't take the time to think of others, what they might be going through, the hurt that they feel, um, stuff like that. It could be simple as just, coming by and checking on them, just knock on the door and say, hey, you all right? You all right in there? Want to talk? And even if they don't want to talk, just talk at them. You might have somebody, I'm fine, leave me alone, I'm fine. No, dude, you're not fine. Let's I'm just gonna stand here and talk then, I mean, even something like that is better than the alternative. That's all I'm saying. Just reach out to people. Reach out always. Or you know what? Say a prayer. Pray to them or pray about them, you know? Pray, pray, pray. Even pray for your enemies. The Bible says we must pray for our enemies. Of course, the Godfather says keep your friends close and your enemies closer, Maybe they got that from the Bible. I don't know. I'm not saying that's a direct quote, a direct quote from the Bible, but it was inspired by. Anyway, Mike in the Mechanics. Mike in the Mechanics. It's funny how we go about our day and we're walking down the street and we run into people just at random, people that we see that we might not have seen in years, and we talk to them and we're like, yeah, here's my phone number, here's my Facebook, keep in contact, and stuff like that. And the sad truth is that never happens. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll keep in contact, see you later. But then sadly, more often than not, something happens to that person. And, really, maybe that's your last time talking to them. You never know. So when you do that and you take the number down and you take the Facebook, you write these things down, make it a point when you get home to call these people up, or at least, like the next day, call them up, say, hey, how's it going? You don't even have to make plans with them. Just talk to them over the phone, or hit them up on Facebook, say hi, message them. Because the thing is, when you tell somebody, oh yeah, we'll definitely talk or whatever, more times than not, you never really get around to doing that. And that's when it happens. I think God sometimes sends people in our path, in our direction. I know we all have free will, but I think that he doesn't send them physically, but there's a message or there's a motivator that makes them get up in the morning, get in their car, go to that particular place that you're going to be at. And God knows that you're going to be at that particular place at that particular time. And he puts the two of you together for a reason, because it's either their last time you're going to see them, or it's one last chance that you have at reconnecting. And I think that happens a lot. And also, you ever notice you'll start thinking about someone or even talking about them to someone else, and they'll either show up or they'll give you a call on the phone, or something will happen. You go, wow, we were just talking about them. I've had a lot of those moments. When my best friend Scott, when he passed away, I was heartbroken. I was devastated. We used to get together every 4th of July and hang out. I think you might have seen them in a couple of my videos. But we used to party together and stuff. And he was a really good friend of mine. And heck, we were practically brothers. We knew each other for 30 years almost. And then when you lose somebody like that and it's sudden, you're just like, there's no way to explain it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know I'm talking about dreary and weary stuff, and yeah, it's probably not entertaining to listen to, but I think it's important. I think it's important stuff to talk about that I don't ever hardly open up when I'm doing a broadcast. I don't hardly ever. I feel really exposed right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm showing you my underbelly, so to speak. Vulnerable. That's the word I'm looking for. Not exposed, but vulnerable. Vulnerability is being put on display here for all to see and hear. The chink in my armor, if you will. But enough of that. Let's watch a video. There's some really cool videos around here that, you know what, before we do that though, no, I'm not going to put that on. I was going to put that on the screen, but like I said, it shows names and stuff. And, oh, hell. No, I'm not going to put that on the screen. Okay. Let's see here. Get back in the Messenger. Let's see how long it is that that live stream I did last night is gonna upload. Oof. Peter, I love it to death, but damn, does it run slow? I got crap. Just maybe get some extra memory somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's change the subject a little bit. And you know what? There's some things I could share, but I'm sure Amazon Line was saving those for last week. So we'll save those. Let's see. Just give me a few minutes, people. I'm looking. Got to go to the Amazon Lines folder here. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's see what videos. There. Insects, you can keep as pets. There's the memes we didn't share last night. There's a couple of them. Doggone it. Please tell me those videos are up there. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, I like this one. Here, let's show this right quick. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to get a Twitter account so I can. There's a lot of things going on in Twitter that people share, their videos and stuff. But I think YouTube, I think Brian McFarland was telling me last night that a lot of those things are being taken down because they're on other platforms. And, on TikTok, they use actual music and it's perfectly okay over there. But on YouTube and I think Facebook and Twitter, some of that stuff, now they're starting to get really strict on copyright material, copyright music. And this right here, let's see. Oh, shoot. What did I do? Sound. There is no sound, huh? Okay, well, this is just a meme or a GIF or a gift or GIF, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, here, let's share it. Hey, Crunchy B. Wow. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Wow. Hi. And we got Ray of Sunshine. Thank you, Ray of Sunshine, very much. I appreciate that. And Crunchy B, you guys, I put the link up in the chat there if you guys are able to donate. If not, you could share that link with whoever you know, maybe some Facebook groups or whatever. That would be much appreciated. But here is that meme. I hope you guys can see this. Let's see. Nope. Yep. Okay, there it is. I'm going to have to read this one. When your legs are shaking like a baby giraffe's trying to walk to the bathroom after he blanked you down good and proper. Oh boy. Yeah. Of course, this would be the first video or the first thing pops up. Okay, sorry about that. But hey, we laughs. I mean, come on. We need some laughs, Yeah, that was not appropriate subject matter, I guess. But let's try to find some other things on here that we can share. Thank God there was no sound on that. Let's see what's this video. Where's the sound? There's no sound. How come I can't get the sound to come on? That's weird. Maybe I gotta click on the video. I guess not. Why did you send me a video with no sound? Okay. Well, moving on. We can't do that one. Okay. No sound on this one. I guess there doesn't have to be. Here, let's share this one. This one's some good clean from right here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get something on it. Once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. All right, let's see what they're talking about here. Okay, they're having a conversation, drinking at a bar. Okay. What are we supposed to notice? There's some water there. I don't. Oh, the TV in the background. Is that what they're? No. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to. I don't get it. You guys in the audience, maybe you can tell me what we're supposed to notice, because I'm at loss for this. I have no idea what's going on here. I know there's some blue outlines on TV that kind of look like things, but I don't know what. I have no idea. No idea. No idea. What do you guys think? What do you guys think it is? Okay. Anyway, yeah, there's that. I have no idea what we're supposed to notice, but I'm going to read some of these comments, though. We have Gypsy Road. By the way, Gypsy Road, I think he was. God, I got a fly buzzing around me now. I think he. Gosh darn it. The fly just got. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, Gypsy Road he was on a Shifty Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Hashtag it's obvious. Yeah, that was not obvious. I don't know what it is we were supposed to look at there. But let's see. Yeah, Gypsy Road was on a Shifty Sunday. We had him on there. That's when me and Saji were doing the show. And Glam Rockers. I don't know. Let's go to something else. Let's check out. Let's see. Let's go to something else. Gotta have something else. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna sing that song. Let's see. Here we saw those memes last night. That's where they stopped. Do you guys like that pickle meme where the pickle was eating the human? Is that funny? Let's see here. That's the crocodile meme. You know what? I think I'm going to share some of these memes, just maybe like a couple of them. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? Let's share a couple memes. This is something I think would come in handy, something I need. Check it out. I present you the Shit Shower Shave 3000. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Ray of Sunshine, for stopping by. And yes, please share the link. And thank you. Thank you very, very much. And let's see here. Oh boy, the toilet's in the shower. Well, I tell you, that would be very convenient. You know how sometimes you're in the shower and you just have to pee so bad that you can't hold it, and at that point, you're actually considering just letting it go. Well, this would solve all those problems, but I'm not sure if I would feel comfortable doing a number two in this thing. I don't know. Does it all go to the same place? I mean, does it get recirculated? I don't know. It's kind of gross. Kind of gross, actually, when you think about it. It's convenient, but yeah, kind of gross. Where's the shaving stuff? I guess you could shave right there in the sink. I don't know. Moving on. Me, what a beautiful moon. Me puts on glasses. It's Burger King. That's me. That would be me right there. Yes, sir. I have uh, I have trouble seeing things from a distance now. Up close, I don't need my glasses either way, but for a distance, yeah, I definitely I would see that as a moon. What Legos do when we're not looking. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay, let's try that again. What Legos do when we're not looking. Oh boy. Yes. They're targeting certain areas of the foot. I think that is true. I have stepped on many of Lego bare feet, especially if you have kids. You're going to run into this problem all the time. Uh, Now, my youngest, she wasn't really into Legos too much. She had a lot of Barbie dolls. She had a lot of Play-Doh, slime, stuff like that. So, what you would be most worried about is stepping in something sticky, icky, or gooey. That was the major issue there. There was, thank goodness. I would rather step in something gooey and squishy than a Lego. Well, unless it's poop. And then if it's poop, you really don't want to step in that with your bare foot. That's really gross. Really gross. But at least, hey, if you get it on your bare foot, you can hose it off. If you get it on your shoe, it gets in all the creaks and crevices, and it's really hard to clean out. And we have a lot of cats, a lot of strays in the area, and this becomes a huge problem. Anyway, moving on. Sorry I'm late. I sat on my bed and a towel for 34 minutes staring at the wall. Now, this is me. This is definitely me. When I get out of the shower, I like to, I like to sit in front of a fan, and this is my routine. I'll sit there in front of a fan. I'll let it fully dry me off. You know, get out of the shower, you dry off initially, but then you let that fan do the rest. But here's the other thing is not only does it dry you off, but it gives you that nice cool feeling. I like that. Even during the winter, even on a coldest day, I like that cool air just coming over my body. And I know, people say, "Oh, that's how you get sick. You lay on the bed with wet hair or whatever." But I don't mind it. I find it quite refreshing. But I do. I'll sit there and stare at the wall for about 34 minutes, somewhere in there. Then I'll eventually start getting dressed. Um, just make sure you knock before entering the room. Never know. Anyway, moving on. If the earth was flat, oh boy, here we go. Okay, this is for you flat earthers out there, which there are many. I do know that. If the earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off of it by now. That is so true. That is so true. Well, maybe it's an egg shape, and it got so expensive keeping it egg shaped that maybe it is flat now. Scientists squished it flat. So hey, all you flat earthers out there, maybe you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You got to start eating out of a different parking lot. Oh man, I'll tell you a funny story. When I was with my ex, we used to go to Arby's, and me and my ex and my daughter, we used to go to Arby's. My daughter, by the way, she loves Arby's. Like if she was ever get to the point where she didn't eat anything at all, she would never stop eating Arby's roast beef sandwiches. She loves Arby's roast beef sandwiches. My 12-year-old, she's really one of her favorite foods. And anyway, we would get our sandwiches, and then we would sit in this parking lot. And the parking lot would be right down where we were going to get out and do some shopping. I think there was a Barnes and Noble, and there was another area like what's it called? The craft store. What is that craft store? I'm having a major brain fart right now. Hobby Lobby. That's it. Hobby Lobby. But anyway, we would sit out there, we'd be eating our sandwiches, and here would come all these seagulls, and we don't even live anywhere near a beach, but there is a lake that's right close to where we would go, and a lake. A lake. There's two lakes. There's Crab Orchard, and then there's Wren Lake. But anyway, these seagulls would come down. I guess they're lake gulls. If there's no sea, they're lake gulls. But they would come down, and boy, oh boy, man, we would throw whatever was left. Like my daughter, she didn't like a whole lot of bread. So she would take all of her bread off her sandwich and start chucking it out the window. Next thing you know, we were circled by all these seagulls. And it was kind of funny. You throw out one piece of bread or one piece of meat, and you'd watch these seagulls fight. They never really fought over the bread or meat, but when it came to curly fries, oh my goodness, you tossed a curly fry out the window, you would have like a stormtrooper, like there would be stormtrooper amount of birds just coming up fighting over curly fries. They love their curly fries, those seagulls, let me tell you. So anyway, that's what this meme remind me of. It's not a curly fry, but it's a McDonald's fry. And let's face it, who wouldn't eat a McDonald's fry? I could see the seagulls and these pigeons. I could see them fighting over some McDonald's fries, let me tell you. You know what would be really weird is if the pigeons were eating chicken nuggets. Yeah, that'd be scary. Cannibalism at its best. Oof. Anyway. Okay. This one made me laugh. I will never call them bananas again. Yellow tree dicks. Yellow. Do you think that this was photoshopped, or do you think that they actually, whoever worked there actually put that on there? I think this was photoshopped, but yeah, that's prices you can trust. 78 cents a pound's not bad. That's not a bad price right now. We're at I think like 89 to 90 cents a pound over here where I'm at for bananas, unless you got that Kroger Plus card, with the savings, the Kroger Digital. I can't stand that Kroger Digital, man. It's like, here, download another app along with the 40 other apps you have. Fill up your phone with maximum memory so you can't use it. It's like, dude, really? Whatever happened to coupons? Do they have those anymore? Oh, yeah, you get your coupons after you buy all of your food, It's ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. Dear kids, her name was Lady Elaine Fairchild, and she was fucking terrifying. Yes. I think I had many nightmare about this Lady Elaine. And I didn't know she had a last name. I just thought it was Lady Elaine, by the way. But yeah, very terrifying looking. And, one of my least favorite characters on Mr. Rogers. I'll tell you that much. Every time she'd come on, I go, ah! Oh, boy. I can't even sit here and look at this picture. Let's go on. Okay, yeah, I'm not commenting on this. We'll leave Amazon Lion to that one. Let's see. Is there any other? What's this? Let's do this one. Okay, this will be the last one because I'm going to save the rest of them for next week's Shifty Sunday. So, astronauts on the slide on the moon. Well, what are you waiting for? The guy says, gravity. For flat earthers, gravity in itself would be the joke here. Like, there is no gravity anywhere. What are you talking about? But there is, I think that there is a little bit of gravity on the moon. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do that cool, moon jump or whatever. If that is, in fact, real. There's much debate on that, I know. But let's just assume for a minute that those video footages are real and that it would indicate that there is some gravity on the moon. I know. A lot of you, and me and Sagittariusly speaking, have gotten into big arguments over this. It's like, you still believe in the moon landing? I'm like, dude, yeah. It's like, man, you might as well believe in the tooth fairy. I'm like, there's no tooth fairy? Anyway, let's get back over here. That's all the memes we're going to show for this broadcast. We're going to save the rest for Shifty Sunday, an actual Shifty Sunday. Okay, let's read some comments here. the nose, and that's no coupons. You know how I say coupons? I do it on purpose. I go coupons. I go, hey, y'all got any of them there coupons? How many coupons we got there, hon? You got any coupons for what do he call yellow dicks? Anyway, let's read some other comments here. Gravity is real. It's just electromagnetic, not what they say. They hid the secrets of magnetic and dielectric. Too many hidden secrets. Yes, I agree. There are too many hidden secrets. You know, I was watching I before any of this happened, I had plans to make a documentary on the Kennedy assassination, and not just the Kennedy assassination, but the death of Marilyn Monroe and the fall of Fidel Castro, and how it was all tied into the mafia and the CIA and of course the FBI and yada yada yada. I had plans to make that documentary, and something fell through. And there was even I was even going to tie in, you know, Lee Harvey Oswald and who's the other guy, the guy that shot him. Um, can't think of his name right now; it escapes me. But there is mob involvement into all of that. You know, the guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald had a nightclub, if I'm not mistaken, and I did a little bit of research, but he had a nightclub, and he was a bookie, and I think he was a bookie for the mob at one time. Some of the research that I did, but some of that research could be shaken by videos that other people have made. You know, uh, Jack, Jack, oh, what was his name? The guy that shot Oswald, um, Jack Ruby. Yes, thank you, Philo Fire. Jack Ruby. Yeah, I had put together an entire presentation and stuff, and I was going to make a video, or make a series of videos. And of course, this happened, and it all fell through. And but I might explore that again. I might go ahead and do that again. Also, here, let me light my cigarette for 1 second. Also, people seem to like my stop motion Knight Rider movies I made. I get an awful lot of views on those. So I'm gonna have to crank out some more of those. I know you guys like those. And the Mandela Effect, the Mandela Family movies. I'm actually I was that was another project I was working towards, is a Mandela Effect Family, the movie, which was going to be a crossover between the Wizard of Oz and the Mandela Effect family. Uh, that one was coming, and then of course the Hebrew and Sagi show. I was going to make a few more episodes of it, but nonetheless, um, you know, things come up, much like this, and we also get busy in our own little squares, and you know, we just we don't have time for that, you know. But eventually, there will be more shows to come. And you know what, Crunchy B, I might include you. You remember I used that? I think it was Buzz Off, the Masters Universe Buzz Off figure for you. I think I did. I think I did a couple shows with you in them. I'm not sure. File Fire. I think I put you in one or two of those, or that might have been a Hebrew and Saggy show. I can't remember, but hey, there's Sagittariusly speaking. Hey, bud, what's going on, man? Not much. I was just talking about the fundraiser show we did last night and showing some videos, showing some memes. Just got done showing some memes, talking about Krispy Kringles and all that stuff. And yeah, would you like a link? Would you like to join me for a minute? You got a minute? Maybe a minute or two? Because I do have to get going here shortly. It's 11 o'clock, and we're supposed to be at a family member's house about 2 o'clock. So I do have to start getting ready for that. But if you got a minute or two, then yeah, I'll send you the link. Hold on, bud. All right, let me get in here. And I'll also put the donation, the GoFundMe thing up in the chat one more time before we end the show. Let's see here. I've already got Messenger up. I wish you were on Messenger. I know you don't like that Facebook stuff. I don't either. Too many spies. They're spying on our phones enough as it is without us, without us voluntarily giving out all of our information on Facebook. Anyway, let's see. Where are you? Okay. There you are. Okay. Sending it to your personal Hangouts. Let's see. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, what do we got to talk about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, good old flat earth. Good old flat earthers. What was it? Oh, I had a video actually I was going to share on Shifty Sunday of this woman talking about flat earthers and how it's not completely and how it's not completely stupid and how they're not wrong. They're not completely wrong is how she's explaining it through science. Anyway, yeah, here's well, you know what? Before I put them in here, let's do this. Let's make them feel a little special. What do you say, guys? Come on. Let's do that thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. See, I had to say it. Where is that intro? Guys, I'm having a lot of trouble finding my intros here lately. I wonder if StreamYard's taken some of them down since I'm not a paid member anymore. I know it's it. I just saw it. There it is. Okay, here we go.
Sergi, 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 Sergi. Sergi, 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 Sergi. What do you mean I'm Sagittariusly speaking?
It's one of those things like where you're trying to live up to somebody's expectations.
Hey, Saggy.
Hey, bro. So yeah, I'm really am sorry to hear the news about Amazon Lion's brother passing.
Well, thank you.
I did see in chat when I was watching it before. Crunchy B once said he'd be happy to have another cameo, and I think that means in which show I'm not sure. Whatever show he already had a cameo in, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was Mandela Family. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. And
But yeah. Mhm.
You got started late last night. I had already took my meds and was ready for bed, sir.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know, but I go to church early on Sunday morning now, so I have to go to bed early on Saturdays.
Oh, you do.
However, I slept till about 11:30 this morning. I totally missed church.
Oh no. Oh man.
I guess I just needed to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what they say, when you need to sleep, you're gonna, God will make you sleep, whether you think you need it or not. He knows you need it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I assume everything went well and that you guys raised a little money and everybody got along and it was a good time and blah, blah, blah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, man. I am overwhelmed with emotion right now of the people who generously donated and people who shared the uh, the GoFundMe page. I really can't say enough about Sandy and Brian McFarland, and you and Armor have been verbal support, and we really appreciate all the support we've had in the wake of this terrible tragedy. So thank you to all.
Yeah. No worries. I know that it's a rough time to go through, and I really feel bad for the children involved in all of this. I mean, they're teenagers and young adults, but still, it's devastating when you lose a parent.
Absolutely.
No matter what age you are.
No matter what age. Yeah, you know that, and I know that because I've lost parents before. Not to this extent, though, but you know, um,
But trying to keep it upbeat and positive, um, on the show, though. I mean, I don't want to bring everybody down.
no. That's what I tried to do. I showed some memes earlier, and played a couple of videos that had no sound. I don't know why they didn't have sound on them, but and I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're in this little broadcast, even if it's just a short one.
Yeah, your voice sounds good on the microphone. I don't know what you got going on, how you got it set up, but it sounds good.
Thanks, man. No, I think actually my voice, like last night I was outside and inside because I had to when I went on Brian's show, I had to do the show on my phone because I was trying to simo broadcast on this channel and be on his channel at the same time. And well, that didn't work out so well. I mean, there was a lot of interruption, and you could see where I'm physically gone from the broadcast. So I had to take that down, and I've edited everything. I'm going to put it back up with the editing, and hopefully it'll all work out. But yeah, that's why my voice is kind of it's kind of low, because I think I got not sick, but you know how whenever you're yelling and screaming all night at a concert or something like that, and then like the next day your voice is kind of hoarse.
Yeah, of course. It's like a horse, of course.
Yeah.
Beth Bromley's in the chat and says hi.
Oh, I was just getting ready to mention that. Oh man.
Well, she
See?
said hi to me, not you. So
Oh, wow.
I'm just
Now
messing
wait a
with you.
minute here. Wait. She said hi to both of us. I see that. You little stinker. Man. Just like old times. Just like old times. Hey man. So what's happening? What's happening with you? Let's hear some things.
I have non-eventful things to discuss, and I'm proud of it. I mean, the less drama in your life, the better, you know?
Yeah, no shit. No llama drama for you, huh?
Nope, I've got nothing going on. I've been watching people play
Well,
video games here lately. That's how boring my life has been.
I've seen some of those. Seen some of those. You talking about the Let's Play videos?
Or Twitch, it's like YouTube, but for video gamers.
Mm-hmm.
And
For a
there's a
long
new game that just came out, a new survival game that just came out. I think it came out Thursday, or I don't know. I think it came out Thursday. Yeah, Sons of the Forest, it's called, and it's a survival game. I've been watching people play that on Twitch, and it's been very intriguing because you gotta go find random items out in the woods and stuff like that. It's crazy.
I could do that in real life. Just saying.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, yeah. No, I'll tell you, man. Speaking of being out in the woods and stuff, how about all these UFOs and stuff getting shot down and being seen? Isn't that crazy?
I didn't hear anything about. I mean, I heard about the weather balloon stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but then after that happened, they claimed that they actually shot down UFOs. Now, UFOs could mean anything. It could even be more balloons, but if it was more balloons, they would have said more balloons, I would think.
Yeah, they never. I don't really remember them ever coming out and fully disclosing what every single one of them was. But apparently, they did come to the conclusion that they were. At least one of them was like somebody had a weather balloon project that they had released up into the atmosphere, like a club, like a science club for a school. And then the U.S. government takes a UF-22, the most high-tech fighter jet in existence, and shoots down a science club
Science
balloon.
project.
Yeah, out of the sky. Only in America can that happen.
Sorry, Johnny. Sorry you got an F on your science project, but we had to show our masculine, show of power.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but man, you know what I think though when I see all that stuff, I'm like, there's something else going on. There's something bigger going on in the background, and they're using all of this as a headline distraction, like the Grammys, for example. Like that's all a distraction too.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being young and being excited about the Grammys. Not even so much the Grammys, but the MTV Music Video Awards. Remember
Yes.
being excited about watching that?
Yeah, the popcorn awards. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get a Moon Man. Remember they'd get a Moon Man?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
And,
the Moon
and
Man. I don't remember the. I think the Moon Man was different. Now, are you talking about the music awards or movie awards?
oh no, they had both. You're right. They had popcorn for the movie awards and the Moon Man for the music awards. But anyway, my point is, I used to get into that sort of thing. I mean, I was I was in-depthly involved in pop culture as you could possibly be. I was I was rooting for my favorite artist and or singer to win the award, and looking forward to all the performances and blah blah blah. But nowadays, none of that stuff. I mean, it all just seems so fake and superficial and blasé that I just can't get into it anymore. And now now as now that I'm looking at it through quote unquote truther vision, or a woke vision, or whatever you want to call it, I see the things that you see, the symbolism, the satanic worshiping, all the stuff they throw in to just right in plain sight. But unless you're looking for it, you'll totally miss it. And I see it in a totally different way. I can't sit there and enjoy it and just enjoy the music and the show anymore. Now I'm looking for the message and the hidden agenda.
Yeah. I'm right up there with you, man. Like you said, you used to just enjoy the show for the enjoyment of the pure entertainment of it. And it's like once you become woke, like not woke in their terms, but like woke in our terms, with how we used the term woke. But once you become awake to everything, your eyes are open, it's hard to see anything else for just the entertainment. You see it for what it really is. Really, you see it, and then your mind analyzes, like, well, okay, what are they trying to push now? What
Right. It's like after the moment when what's his name? Jim Carrey rows his boat into the side of the wall, and then there's steps there. He reaches the wall, and in the movie, come on, help me out here. Jim Carrey's character. Yeah, the Truman Show. Once he hits that wall and realizes that the sky isn't the sky and the ocean isn't the ocean, and it's all fabricated, you can't go back to believing it's what it was once you've seen what it is.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's there was a meme or a video that I shared earlier that said once you see it, you can't unsee it. So absolutely.
But our audience knows all this already. We've talked about this so much.
Oh, dude, hold on. You're cutting out a bit. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying our audience, our people who listen to us already know all this. They've heard us say it.
You were cutting out like during that whole presentation.
Well, I don't know. I say it again if you need me to.
Yeah, no, man. There's something going on with your mic. I don't know. Maybe it was, or maybe it could. Okay. Or maybe it could be on my connection. I don't know. Anybody else? Did he cut out for any of you guys out there? You know what it is? We're pointing out the satanic Satanism stuff, and enemy don't like it when we're doing that. He's attacking.
This is probably better.
Does that sound better?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, you sound better.
Yeah, I was running it through my TV and screencasting it. It always eventually goes bad when I do that. But what I was trying to say is our audience has heard us, repeat that same message over and over and over again. We've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times.
That may be true, but I think it bears repeating, because A lot of things that we do say, on the Shifty Sunday shows that we've had, we go on for hours, and sometimes it gets lost in the hour or two in which people watch. It bears repeating, because if we don't repeat it, then we're filled to doom. I think if people don't hear that message, and it's
You know what? As a perfect example of that, the last week I was on your Shifty Sunday, and you were wanting to bring up the Epstein list. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen the Epstein list so many times. Like, I'm bored with that, you know. And then when you actually got around to showing the names on the list, I needed that. I needed that reminder, because some of those people on that list are actors and actresses that I had forgot were on the list, and 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 uh, and I couldn't believe that their name even came up. You know, like Eminem was one of them. Like, he very rarely is in the spotlight or in the news for anything. He's real low key individual, keeps to himself, doesn't do a lot of interviews, and all of a sudden, you see his name pop up on something like that. That's just one of many examples, but um, every so often bringing up that list, I think, is a good idea.
Yeah. And just like you were talking about Jim Carrey a while ago, and Jim Carrey's on that list, and I was just like blown away by that. And I was like, wow, I knew he was kind of out there, but I just figured that he was our kind of out there. I thought he was actually beginning to become awakened, like, because he talks a lot of things that we talk about, and that other people, like Zeducation and those other guys, the conservative twins, he was on that same page with them. And then when you see him on that list, it just it what word am I looking for here? The silify.
The image that you have of him is destroyed. Yeah, but we really shouldn't cast too much weight on just being on the list. I mean, if you're on the list, obviously you're suspect because you were on the list. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You went to the island. You flew on the plane. You may have, if you didn't participate in something, at the very least, you probably witnessed something. And but you're part of the rich elite establishment. Blah 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 blah. However, it doesn't necessarily mean they're guilty of anything. I mean, we don't have to. We can't really say for sure 100% just because their name shows up on that flight log that they've done anything nefarious. I mean, we have. I mean, there's still the benefit of the doubt as to how much they actually participated. I mean, we got to keep that in mind, because it's easy to just for everyone to grab their pitchforks and let's get them all, but they would deserve their day in court before they were lynched, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, they may never see that day, but I do agree with you, but I also disagree in this regard. So if they're on that list, they know they're going to go do something nefarious. They know they're going over there. They're not going over there, to have a picnic at a park. You know what I mean? Like, they know they're doing something freaky deaky. You know what I mean? And whether or not they knew the girls were underage or not is not even the question. It's the fact that they knew that there would be this sort of thing going on. And I don't know. It seems to me that if you agree to do this sort of thing, and you agree, you're putting your name out there, signing up for it or whatever the case was, I'm pretty sure a lot of those people knew what they were getting into before.
Oh yeah, like I said, I mean, the odds are way in the favor of nefarious. You're right, but we weren't there. We can't say for certain exactly who did what.
Hmm. Yeah, and some people that were on that list, like Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks and a number of other people.
Yeah, they've got lots of other examples of suspect behavior.
Yes, yeah, for sure. You know, our one of our first Shifty Sundays that we ever did, which of course got taken down because YouTube don't like you talking about that stuff, was the
Right. Well, yeah,
Isaac.
yeah. The Isaac Cappy, and
Yeah,
he he. You know what? I remember watching him when before he passed. Right, watching what he had to say, and I think that there's some. I think he had some truth that he was trying to put out there, but I also think he was trying to juice it for all of it was worth. Like get as much attention as he could for it, make a living off of off of that information, and that's not necessarily the right route to go either. I mean, um, here's what I think, man. I think that we, like I said before, we need to remind ourselves that these people play on a different level than we do. We need to be aware of who did go. Keep that in the back of our mind. No longer, worship or idolize any of these people in Hollywood, no matter how famous or how great their movies are. But that shouldn't but that shouldn't take away the fact that you can enjoy a movie once in a while, because sometimes I do
mhm.
like to sit down and watch a movie. And a lot of the movies I've enjoyed over the years are by some of the people on that list. I mean, Tom Hanks has made some really good movies. I mean, you can't argue that.
Right.
Um, and so, I mean, does that mean I can no longer ever sit down and enjoy a Tom Hanks movie? I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where you have to I guess you have to just kind of apply or some degree of separation from the work that they do and the person they are, and that's really hard to accomplish when you think
Yeah.
of the what they may have actually been doing, though,
Yeah.
but you don't want to necessarily, like I said before, jump to the conclusion that everybody on that list is doing something bad. Every time I hear an Eminem song, am I going to think about that now? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard not to. Hard
Right.
not to.
But does that mean I can't enjoy listening to the song? I don't know. If it's a good song, I might still like that song just
Right.
for what the song is.
But you're not
The
going to go out of your way to support them.
No, I'm not going to go buy Eminem concert tickets anytime soon.
Right. Yeah. And, that's the same way I felt about Bill Cosby for a long time. Like when that stuff came out about him, I was like, for a while, I really couldn't separate the character from the actor. And when the Bill Cosby show would come on, like reruns, I guess they stopped showing them after that all went down. But there was a time period where they were still kind of showing them, and I was like, oh, I can't watch. I actually did have trouble watching it the same way that I would sit down and enjoy it before. So, I mean, does that happen? Yeah, it does. It did to me at least. But like you said, there's no reason why you can't sit down and enjoy a movie. Like I still like Castaway, and I like the last one he did, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, whatever it was called. I thought he was great in that. And you can enjoy the performance. And I know that that's what you're saying, but there's still, you turn on the TV and you sit down and watch something, there's still that stigma, like in the back of your mind. Like, I don't know. For me, I feel I don't know, kind of bad watching. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but that's just the way it is for me.
Yeah, I mean everybody's going to have their own way of coping with that information and how they decide to discern it and what they're going to and how much they're going to apply it into their daily lives. I mean, I wouldn't. I would be the last person to try to tell somebody else what to do or what not to do. I mean, all you can really do as a stream, podcaster or live streamer or whatever you want to call this thing that we do here. We present the information and allow people to decide for themselves. I mean, that's all we really can do.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we could either sit back and relax and watch everything fly by, or we can beat people over the head with it, or we can just do it like it is, like you said, just give them the information, let them decide for themselves, and let it be. Just let it be. That's better than.
I mean, I got enough skeletons in my own closet that I got to deal with. That I can't try to keep other people's in there as well.
I know. Yes, same here. We all do. I mean, to an extent, we all have skeletons in our closet, and there aren't enough skeleton keys to go around in that situation. But you know what I mean? But all we can do, like, we're all sinners. We all are. And all we can do is individuals just be sorry for our own sins and watch out for our own selves. And like the Bible says, I don't know which passage it is, but take the log out of your own eye before helping your brother take the splinter out of his. And that is so true.
Yeah, very much so. So, and honestly, right now, I haven't been watching a whole lot of the news. I mean, I did kind of keep up a little bit on that spy balloon thing when it was happening because I was intrigued by it. Because we were using F-22s to shoot down balloons, for crying out loud. Now, apparently, they use the term balloon loosely because it floats and it goes into the upper part of Earth's atmosphere. But it has a lot of directional, like, blow. Like, it has stuff on it to help control its destination. It has a lot of high-tech equipment on it. It's not just like a birthday balloon flying in the sky. Like, I want to make sure that we're really when they call it a balloon, it oversimplifies it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot more technologically advanced than just a birthday balloon that you let go in somebody's backyard and it flew away and landed in Nova Scotia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's the best word I could come up with on the fly. We're far, far away. I don't even know where Nova Scotia is. But I say all of that to say this. Isn't it where?
Isn't it in Canada?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it probably would be, or somewhere up north. It sounds like a northern city, doesn't it? I mean, as far as I know, it could be in Greenland or Iceland or something.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Those two countries, they named them wrong. Like, Greenland is full of ice, and Iceland is fully green. That's weird.
I've heard that before somewhere. I don't know. It seems like I've heard that before. They were trying to trick the Vikings or something like that. Yeah.
Above East Coast.
Yeah. That's a perfect example of of things of deceivement. Long before we were ever even a part of being deceived.
Oh yeah.
So what
man?
I'll tell you what I was trying to say is I haven't been watching the news a lot, but I'm sure that there's going to be some more stuff that happens because there always is.
I've been watching all of these channels turn on each other, like Matt Wash and Tim Tool and Jeremy from the Quarterling, and it's just been weird. It's like Tim Tool, he's been on the
You
air
mean
for
Pool? You mean Pool, right? Tim Pool.
Tim Pool. What do you mean?
You were saying Tim Tool.
Oh, was I?
Yeah,
Maybe I was thinking about Tim Taylor,
yeah.
Tim the Tool Man Taylor. No, I meant Tim Pool. I think I said it wrong before too. But yeah, there's been all of this.
Did you hear about Project Veritas fired James O'Keefe as their CEO? The board decided to remove him from CEO and without pay, and he's the guy who started the whole thing.
Really?
Essentially, imagine this: you start a company, right? And you're as a journalist, you get out there and you find stories and you make a name for yourself and you create your own brand of journalism. You name it Project Veritas. You hire a bunch of people underneath you to kind of, because you found so much success, right? And you hire people to be on your board of trustees, and then you do a story against Pfizer of all people, where you catch them saying that they're um, doing this, that, or the other. Stuff that we really can't talk about here.
Right.
You get them on tape saying that they're purposely trying to change certain things, and then a week or two later, your own company takes you down fires you.
Yeah. That's messed up, man.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. I mean, I can't imagine a world where that would even happen.
It would happen in the upside down.
Yeah, in the upside down, in Bizarro world, which is where
Yeah.
we're at. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's getting that way. It's getting Bizarro world, and it makes me wonder, man. And I know my mind wanders on this topic a lot, but are we reaching the end? Are we truly in revelations right now? And I know I'm not trying to use scare tactics or trying to fear monger or anything like that. That wanders through the back of my head.
Well, how could it not? How could anybody who's read any portion of the Bible that talks about that not see the signs? I mean, they're very obvious and very blatant, that we're coming toward the end. The hard part, though, is discerning exactly how far we are and who this when the second false prophet is going to arrive, because that's one of the key stages. I can tell you that, we've said so many people are, but I think that in the past, we've said everything from George Bush to Barack Obama, but I think that whoever that false Jesus or whatever is going to be, it's yet to come. I mean, I don't know that it's happened yet, but I feel like we're right on the cusp of everything. It might not happen in our lifetime, but it seems like it would be before our children's lifetime ends. It seems like we're right on the cusp.
Well, there's something like what 60 or 70 years it's supposed to, like, I don't know exactly what is said in there. I'd have to go back and read it, but like God's or the Satan's supposed to reign on earth for so many years, and then that's when God's going to send his army to come and defeat him. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking kind of in the right. I mean, I read it not too long ago, and me and Armor have discussed it not too long ago. But I have the hardest time remembering specific details about anything. I remember vague details about everything, but when it comes down to the specific details of anything, I I'm like ADHD. I can tell you a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. So.
Well, I mean, you got all this stuff going on with them taking over our children, and I'm not going to mention who they are because I'm pretty sure YouTube will take it down. But and then you've got like all these things getting shot down out of the sky. You got the earthquakes. You got the earthquake over in Haiti.
and all
Um,
the, and all the shortages that are happening.
mhm. Yeah, that's and then the cloning, and then there's something about the cloning. I had a video. Somebody was talking about the the jab, and somebody going through. I forget what it was, but they had a mark inside their forehead and on their hand, and I thought that was interesting. Um,
Yeah,
we
nothing
can't.
surprises me at this point. You got to be careful there, buddy. You're getting into into that
Oh,
territory where you get
uh,
disinformation tagged or whatever.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to get hit with the misinformation to police. You know, fact
But
fact checkers.
it's not like we need another reason not to do it.
Right, right, right. Oh, and you were talking about Twitch. I think it was. Was it Twitch?
Twitch, the app Twitch, yeah.
I think a lot of people are actually from YouTube are switching over to Twitch and using it as a live streaming platform. Am I wrong?
No, there are people who do use it. You can just chat on there.
Hmm.
You don't have to play a video game to be on there.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard they're switching over to Twitch and Odyssey and what was the other one that used to be free? Now it's no longer free speech, but there's a lot of free speech platforms out there, and I'm afraid what it's going to come down to is, we're just going to have to switch to free speech platforms because this platform is just it's becoming worse and worse, and they're condensing our speech, to the
Well, see,
point.
one of the major differences between there and here is you can play copyrighted music, but but your video doesn't stay up for longer than say like 72 hours after you're live.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, it goes away. So people either have to catch it live or within a day or two of the time you went live, and after that, it's gone. Like they delete it.
Hmm.
You can no longer watch it. But I think that's a fair exchange.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, if people really want to see it, they will have watched it within 72 hours of the time you set it, and if not, they'll catch the next one because the next one you go live, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about again. If you need to, I mean, how many people go back and watch a Shifty Sunday or a Taco Tuesday from a year ago anyway? I
I,
mean, very
I
rarely.
don't I don't even watch after we broadcast. I'll
Well,
be honest
sometimes I
with
might
you.
watch after the show just to give it an extra view, and so that I can read the chat. I'll
Right.
do that probably 80% of the time I felt like we had a good show and I want to see it, you know. But other than that, I never go back and watch like 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later. I mean, and I doubt anybody ever will. I mean, I can't imagine that Shifty Sunday from 6 months ago is going to get any more than one more view in the whole history that it's up online.
So now, wait a minute. Okay, I want to address a couple comments here, real quick. Teresa Lynch said it snowed where she is, and that I believe is in Las Vegas. And she said
Okay.
twice already. It snowed there, and it snowed in Los Angeles.
Yeah, crazy weather pattern.
Wow. Yeah. See, that right there, my friend, is telling me something. You know.
Hmm. You're gonna need a coat on to go to the slots machines, that's for sure.
Yeah. Especially the ones that are outside the door. Because that's what where they get you, man. It's like they hit you before you go in and they hit you on the way out. So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially your money. They got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there is one thing that doesn't stay in Vegas, but I don't think I should talk about that.
No, what venereal diseases?
How'd you know?
Yeah. Well, I kind of figured that's where you were going with that, but you know. No, but uh oh yeah, your money stays in Vegas and a part of your soul. So,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So no, but seriously though, I can't believe it. It's like over here, and I also talked to Armor Up yesterday, and he was talking about the crazy weather patterns he's having, and we're both kind of in sync with our crazy weather patterns. Like one day it'll be 20 degrees, and the next day it'll be 50. You know, and I know he's dealt with that, and I know he's gotten sick here lately. And by the way, I do if he is listening or watching the show later, I do hope he gets better. I know he's getting a little better, but his throat still sounds a little scratchy and he's still sniffly. But so get better, Armor. Praying for you, bud.
Yeah, I agree. He has been. He seemed like he bounced back there for a while, but I think he's just overworking himself. He's not letting himself get enough rest. He's a hard-working man, my friend.
Yes.
Between take care of all of his animals and doing his route and
Mhm.
then doing live streams and making videos, he never just takes a moment to relax and just kick back and relax and take it easy.
Yeah. Kick back, relax, and eat some snacks. You know, that's what I always say.
But sitting up, kicking back and relaxing and eating some snacks, I haven't. I've had 2 cups of coffee, like 3 cigarettes, and nothing to eat yet. So we're
That's
gonna have to wrap this up here in a minute.
well. Let's wrap things up. Thanks for, you know, I want this opportunity right now before we leave the air to thank everyone who's watching right now and everyone who's chatting in the chat and all of the participants who are on here right now and the ones who came in last night on Brian's channel and on my channel as well. The support you guys has been so wonderful, and you know I thank you. And again, before we go, I want to put that link to the GoFundMe account up. And as I said before, I know these are hard times, you know, with eggs being, you know, over $4 a dozen, $6 in some places. We are on hard times, and I do understand why some people can't donate. But even if you can't donate, we still appreciate sharing the GoFundMe account, and you know anything you can do is well appreciated. So I
Ditto
think,
what you said. Ditto, ditto, and ditto.
but let me go ahead and does anyone have the link to the GoFundMe so I don't have to, you know, I could go in there and grab it, but I got to go through Messenger and all that.
I don't know. I don't have it. If I had it, I'd gladly present it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, well, I put it in there earlier. Let's see. Can I grab a link that no, I have to be on YouTube. Never mind. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Saji, could you do me a favor while I'm looking for that and give this room a final shout out?
I can't go back to the beginning, but I'll go back as far as I can.
Okay, sir, that'll work.
All right. If I remember correctly, Beth Bromley was here earlier. Crunchy B, Philo Fire, Teresa Lynch, and that's all I can. That's all I see.
All right. Well, thanks for that, man. I appreciate that. I think there was, let's see, John Nada and uh, I think that's the only one you left out. I'm not sure. I'd have to scroll way up and, don't feel like doing that right now. But here's okay, I'm clicking on it now. Sorry, I know you're wanting to wrap things up, go eat.
No, I'm not nothing already. I can wait a minute or two. I just wanted to kind of guide us in the right direction, and I know you need to get going.
Yeah. Oh, looky there. I did it wrong already. Hold on. Gotta get it. I wish they just had a regular link, but they don't. You have to copy the entire thing, unfortunately. So that's been done, and I will put it right here in chat for everyone who let's see. Gosh, my computer. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it right here in chat for anyone who wants to donate or share it. Please do share it. We appreciate it so much. Okay, there it is. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Thank you, Saji, for coming on and filling up some time with me. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. I just happened to jump on YouTube while I was having my coffee, and I saw you were live, so I popped in.
All right, my brother. I guess we'll close the show out now. And like I said, there were some questions in the comments about why the Shifty Sunday the broadcast was taken down, because there was moments in there where I was away from the desk and there's some blank spots. So I'm going in and I've edited a lot of that, and I will put the live stream back up, and I will set it up as a premiere for later. So there is that. You got any final thoughts?
Nope. I just want to thank everybody for being here and for participating in any way that they were able to, and supporting the cause that Hebrew and Amazon Lion are um, doing for the children of Amazon Lion's brother. I mean, I think that's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad to have been in a small way. I've been a part of it, um, and I just really I've enjoyed being on the air with you. It's always a pleasure. I really do think we should do some type of morning show, some way, somehow, some way. If we could ever find the time where we can both be there, I think that's when we shine. If we could just figure out a way to schedule it so we could get together and do a early show. I'm no good late at night, man. You always want to go live at like 10 o'clock. I'm ready for bed at 9:30. So
I am a bit of a night owl. I'll say
yeah,
that.
but maybe we'll figure it out here in the future. I'm sure we will eventually. Either way, I was glad just to be here. I'm glad to see Philo Fire and some of the people that normally support were up early just decided to join us. I'm sure a lot of people will probably watch this later. I'm thanking you as well, you people, and all the lurkers out there. And that's all I got, sir.
All right. Well, thanks once again for joining me, and thanks everyone for watching. And we will see you again real soon. Have enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, and thanks once again. Uh, Goodbye for now. However,